Bellina Show, final hour on a Thursday. Louis Bellina Show, presented by CC Electric. Thursday's final hour equal Rusty Burson on the D4 Land Services hotline. I think so. Are our phone lines messed up right now, Jeanette? Because according to mine, my line's not blinking, and I can't punch it up. How does your phone look out there? We might be having some technical difficulties, everybody. There we go. Jeanette didn't put them on hold. We're having fun. Yep. Jeanette didn't put them on hold. It'll be okay. Rusty, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. I don't think I got put on hold. But
you didn't get put on hold. We're having an adventure day today.
I heard you talking in the background I figured, man, maybe I should just hang up and call back.
No, you know what? In the end, we're all here together. And isn't that all that matters?
That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters.
Earlier, I don't know if it was 3-4 hours ago, but earlier too, I don't know. I didn't track it down. The Texas Rangers announced their City Connect uniforms. What were your thoughts?
I liked them better than the original ones because I hated those pajama pants. I hate solid pants. Pants should be white or pinstripe or gray. But I hated it was like navy and it was so dark it looked black and the whole Peagle thing I thought was a stretch. So I'm not crazy about the word Tejas across the front. But the hat I love. To throw back to the original hat, 1972. I like the red, and I love the fact that the pants are white. So I'm not going to go buy one. I never bought anything with the other City Connect, nor would I buy one of these, but I might buy one of those hats.
It's interesting. I saw them, and my reaction was very safe, very kind of ordinary. A lot of teams take the City Connect, and it's a time to be truly paying homage and exciting. Yeah. And the word exciting never applied.
Yeah. I was never excited about the Peagle and the explanation for it and how there was a minor league teams here, and it just took too much. I did kind of like that they had April 21 on there, which is basically Texas Independence Day. So that was the only thing I liked about that original hat. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of like whatever. I mean, the best thing they have going is their Sunday powder blues at home. That's more important to me than because I do remember that very, very well back in the 70s when they had the. By the way, April 21 is it's San Jacinto Day, not Independence Day. But anyway, brain fart there. But yeah, I'm okay with it. It's nothing that's going to make me kind of like sick. Like it's there for a while.
You're not flipping tables. You're not sitting there protesting. You're not going to lead a riot at Globe Life? No,
definitely not. So, again, I like the red. I've always liked to mix in a little red with them. I used to like the red jerseys, and so they'd occasionally wear the red jerseys at home, and I like that combination.
I know what you like. The Rangers swept the Mariners.
I like that a lot.
It wasn't offense. We talked last. It still wasn't the offense, but when your pitching staff holds the Mariners to 3 total runs in 3 games, 2-1-0, and you score 3 runs per game, you're going to win a lot of games.
Yeah, that rotation, as long as they can stay healthy. Mackenzie Gore, a lot of people didn't pay much attention to them getting him in a trade, but he's a big, big piece of that. I mean, they've thought he can be ace material, and then, finally Evaldi pitched like Evaldi after he gave up a home run on the first pitch of the game. That's the other thing is that DeGrom gave up a home run to the second batter of the game in the first inning. Evaldi home run on the very first pitch of the game. Outside of that, the Mariners scored 1 run in the other 27 innings. Yeah. Or, excuse me, the other 24.
25.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. The bullpen, really, really good. I don't know how they're doing it, but, they're going to get some pieces back here too, which is going to be Cody Bradford, who is really, really good when he's been healthy, is coming back here pretty soon. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the pitching. And, of course, as soon as I say that, somebody's going to get hurt, and it's going to all kind of well, that's what they got to do with Cody Bradford, because these things inevitably happen, as you know.
You can never have too much pitching. There's no such animal, because guys are going to get tired. Guys are going to get injured. Guys have their peaks and valleys. There's no universe. And if you do, then you can trade for everything else. You just cannot have enough pitching.
Right. And I think, one of the things I wouldn't mind seeing them do is when they do get Cody Bradford back, occasionally maybe push DeGrom and Evaldi back to, the sixth day pitching, the fifth day, or give them 5 days rest. And so, those two guys, you want all year long, and so if you give them more and more rest right now, it's only going to help, right?
So the Rangers use a traditional rotation, right? 5-man. Astro
right.
used 6, and so it's 6 or 5. I'm almost surprised with the old guys they don't do 6, and even with the young guys, Leiter and Kumar, you don't know how many innings you want to put on. I'm surprised they don't do 6.
Yeah, and because they've got a great piece in there, Jacob Latz, who has been really, really good as a starter, but they've got him in the bullpen. And then, towards, at some point in the summer, Jordan Montgomery is going to be healthy again. And so, again, you can never have too much pitching, but I like the way that rotation is coming back. And I've said all along with any Rangers friends who've asked me, I want to see Cole Winn as the closer. He's got swing and miss stuff, and he got his first save in the major leagues yesterday.
Okay, you must be reading my mind right now. I was going to ask you what's the story with the closer situation, because every time the Rangers get a close, I have to look up who he is.
Well, Cole Winn was one of their very high prospects. He was probably their top prospect for a while. When they drafted him originally back in 2018, he was like the 15th overall pick in the first round, and he spent a lot of time in the minors disappointing people as a starter because he would come in and inevitably second, third time through the lineup would just get lit up. And so finally they said, hey, let's try this guy as a reliever, and he's been fantastic ever since. And I also think that Jacob Latz is another guy. Those two guys, I think, are the back of the bullpen to the future. Latz has been crazy. He's like 28 batters he's faced. He's retired all 28. So that's pretty good.
And you haven't even mentioned Jacob Junis, who got back-to-back saves. You mentioned two guys. When I say closer, you don't mention the guy that has the team lead in saves.
Well, exactly. But I like him. He's come in and he throws strikes. He doesn't have swing and miss stuff, right? So what he does is he comes in and he throws strikes, and teams put the ball in play. I prefer a closer to have swing and miss stuff, right?
Sure.
But, by the same token, I love guys who come in and fill up the strike zone, but it's not so great when, you have guys come in like Chris Martin. He fills up the strike zone, but the ball often leaves the ballpark. So that's not what you want, right?
Oh, no, look, if you would take the guy who just gets out versus the guy that can strike out the side while giving up a 3-run home run.
Yeah, absolutely. But by the same token, I'd rather have a guy in that ninth inning who can avoid bats. Junis definitely has a spot in that bullpen for sure, as does possibly the other guy who scares me is Robert Garcia. He's got great stuff, but when he comes in, I put my fingers over my face and just wait for bad things to happen. But I've had a lot of that in recent history.
Well, the bullpen guy that can only start an inning handcuffs the manager, because the guy the guy that can't avoid contact can only start an inning, and then the other guy is who you bring in second, third, first, and third, one out. The guy that avoids bat, you can bring him whenever you want to. The other guy can only start innings.
Right, absolutely. And, they've been doing a really good job with the bullpen so far. Shockingly, because they haven't blown a lead. They've come awfully close, but they haven't blown a game yet. They had a blown save, but not a blown game in Philadelphia.
The rally late. That's right.
Yep.
Now, Rusty, there's two main things I need to ask you in the maroon and white universe, and I'm saving A&M Texas for a little bit later because we're going to spend our proper time marinating over that.
Excellent.
I wanted to ask you, A&M is bringing back exhibition soccer. Football. I don't want to insult the rest of the world. We had the announcement earlier, June 6th. We're getting our second international friendly. Mexico, Brazil was the other one. That was huge. And we're getting Argentina and Honduras. Argentina is the number 3 team in the world. That means we're getting Messi is coming to play here. So pretty big deal. And your thought on bringing such epic, historic level matches, Argentina, Honduras, and it was Brazil, Mexico last time, and what it means for our community, Bryant College Station, A&M athletics, fundraising, money, everything.
I think it's fantastic. I love it in terms of what it does for local economy. We'll fill up our hotel rooms here at Miramont. I mean, it's just fantastic. I won't participate. It doesn't interest me, the game, in the least amount. I'm just plainly not a soccer fan. But I think it's brilliant. I think whatever A&M can do to bring in revenue for the athletic department. I'm not sure what the split is here, but there's it's the world's most popular sport. I understand that, and even though it's not for me, I don't have any interest to go, but I'm all for it.
Your base concept, this is incredible for our economy, is where I begin the conversation. Anything that helps our tourism, helps our community, helps Bryan College Station, I am a big fan of. And I will add in, especially during the summer.
Yes.
We're going to kick off this summer with this is incredible way to kick off the summer. And for me, I don't do exhibition sports. I have enough real sports in my life that what the sport is not relevant to me. See?
Yeah.
So I just don't do exhibition sports. I don't believe in spring football. I don't believe in fall football. Fall camps and things like that. And
right.
So this is if someone said, "Hey Lou, I got an extra ticket for free. Would you like to go?" Well, a free ticket to watch something that's a practice, an exhibition, fits the price. I'd probably go to hang out with a friend and see what it's about, but I can't. Otherwise, no. I'm not paying for practice.
I promise, or I probably wouldn't take the free ticket to
Really?
this.
You wouldn't?
No, and not because I'm like protesting or anything. It's like there's times when I'm willing to go sit in all kinds of traffic to get into a sporting event at Texas A&M. That's just not one of them.
See, to be with a friend, free, to see one of the legends of sports of all time, Messi. I hope he would play. It's an exhibition, but still. I would for a free ticket.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay $1. It just, and this is not me being anti-soccer.
Right.
I just don't believe in exhibition. If this was a real match, I'd pay.
Yeah, I would not, but it's, again, I'm not anti-soccer. It's just not something that I've got enough sports. I've got 162 baseball games that I'd rather watch, and people think I'm crazy, but a lot more than that because I'm watching every A&M game too, and so
you're explaining me. See?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to watch at least 200 baseball games a year, and that's there's no doubt that I will because I mean, even if it's not every game the Rangers playing, it's going to be in the postseason. I watch a lot of postseason baseball.
Did you say Rangers in postseason?
In the same sentence?
Yeah. Like what?
Well, I did say necessarily that they're going to be in the postseason, but whether in the postseason or not, I will watch postseason.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, sorry, that's easier to follow.
Yeah.
The other one made my head hurt. Rusty Burson, Aggie historian and author, hanging out with me on the D4 Land Services hotline. I'm so happy to see that the first one worked out so well that in a short amount of time, we have another one of these. That tells me how well the first one went.
And so I would say, of course, when you had George Strait there. We had something going on that night. Otherwise, my wife and I would have been at the George Strait concert last summer. But again, we had something that family commitment couldn't avoid. And
I remember you talking about that.
And but yeah, if you bring in Kenny Chesney, or you bring, of course, I'm showing my age. I don't care about a lot of the new country, but if you bring something like that,
Jelly Roll and Laney Wilson.
No, I'm not Laney Wilson.
Come on, come on.
I'm still more like Kenny Chesney, and yeah, there's some others, but
Do you want Alabama and the Oak Ridge Boys?
Well, that's probably more my speed. Believe you're probably not shocked. Yeah, if you get right Alabama in, and yeah, I would be all over that too. I like Jordan Davis a lot. He's kind of new. He's newer than Kenny Chesney. So, but yeah, my playlist. My wife and my kids go, God, Dad, every time we get in your car, it's the same 5 songs.
And you're like, because they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
I can drive to work at 5 songs. I don't need more than 5 songs. Who needs a 6th song?
It's funny because my playlist, it's got, I've got this iHeart radio app, and it's got Motley Crue radio, and then I've got Matchbox radio, and then I've got Need to Breathe, which is my Christian radio. Then I got Jordan Davis, Kenny Chesney, Poison, Nickelback. I'll tell you, I'm all over the map.
Your playlist, and this is individual, makes no sense to me.
None at all. I mean, Matchbox 20 and Poison. So
with Motley Crue.
With Motley Crue, yes. And it all depends on whether I'm working out or driving. Motley Crue is my go-to on when you're working out. You need a little feel good, kickstart your heart.
Dr. Feel Good.
Dr. Feel Good, kickstart your heart. Those things really get me going.
Let's take a time out, please.
Let's see.
I need some water. I need a second here. That's just such a brilliant playlist, man.
Oh, Creed's in there too. So
of course, if you said Nickelback, I knew you had Creed. You're not going to have one without the other.
Absolutely.
No one has a playlist that if you have Nickelback, you don't have Creed, or if you have Creed, you don't have Nickelback. There's no playlist alive that doesn't have both together. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? We have to talk sports, but we have a good time.
Yes, we do. Rusty Burson hangs out with us. Yes, we do. On the D4 Land Services hotline. Oh, man. If you ever need a custom metal building from the ground up, go check out d4landservices.com. For better or worse, this is the Louis Bellina Show on the Zone.
The Louis Bellina Show.
All right, now, listen up.
Learn more with the Community Spotlight each Tuesday at 1:50. Be part of the Louis Bellina Show. Weekdays 11 to 2 on the Zone.
The Louis Bellina Show. True story. Inside the Charles Schwab studio, the Louis Bellina Show presented by CC Electric. We're hanging out with Rusty Burson. He is an Aggie historian and author. And Rusty, I want to lean on your historian parts here.
Okay.
A&M TU this weekend, the return of the Schloss.
1 hour or 1 day, 5 hours and 56 minutes.
The man knows. See, that's why he's an Aggie historian. Has there ever been a bigger regular season weekend in Aggie baseball history? Regular season.
Yes.
When?
1989.
Regular season?
Yeah.
When?
During the regular season, when Byington hit the bomb.
Oh, good Lord. See, that's why I ask, because there's always one. There's always something I forget. There's always one. Many years, many beers, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, that doubleheader was, I don't think you can top that one. I mean, the epicness of that. And of course, it was so rare to have college baseball on TV, right? I mean, so I just don't think anything can surpass that. Now, it was Southwest Conference. It was far more regional, but I mean, we're talking about that was epic.
It's funny. I don't think going in it was bigger, but definitely the result. Back-to-back games, back-to-back, the shots, and You know what I remember? The intensity of the crowd. And I watched the game from two different positions because I watched the first one and I was on the first base side. And, the stands, people were just losing their mind. And then I watched the other one from the outfield, beyond the fence. And I swear people were crying. People were throwing each other in the air. It was just one of those things that was unbelievable, being a part of a crowd like that.
Yeah.
The moment was, but the crowd.
I remember being at Sam Houston State and watching that game, watching both those games. And so, yeah, that was just epic. I just remember thinking, "Oh my gosh, this is incredible." And A&M ended up tying. A lot of people forget, but A&M tied Arkansas that year for the conference championship in the regular season. They were 58-7, but A&M was 17-4 in the conference. So was Arkansas, and Texas actually was the third place team there at 14-7, and they were the only three teams in the league that were above 500. Everybody else was below 500 because those three teams beat up on everybody.
Yeah, those three teams. When you look at the others' conference records, someone had to take the L's.
Yeah, Poor Rice was. This was way before Rice got good, and way before Baylor got good. They were taking a beating. It was like the bottom of the league was Tech, TCU, Baylor, Rice. They were just taking a beating.
Isn't it time for someone to beat Texas in something? Pretty much. I think Aggie volleyball took care of business, but 1 in 100 is kind of not enough.
Yeah, and it was really fun for Buckyball to go over to Austin and win in Austin. That was great. But, yes, they came back over here and won in a game that A&M, I felt like A&M was a better team. But, yeah, Texas went further in the NCAA tournament, and they won more games. And so, yeah, it'd be really nice to see Coach Early and his group take care of Texas. 2 out of 3 at minimum.
A year ago, Texas swept A&M.
Yeah, I hadn't forgotten that. There were 2 one-run games in that series too, and yeah, I think the last game was like 5-0, but the other 2 were right there for the taking, and A&M just couldn't do it. So A&M is a much better team this year. So is Texas. They're number 2 team in the country, right? So but they're playing at home, and I just think it's going to be about A&M's pitching, and can A&M?
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, I know. I think A&M's offense will score enough to win games, but back to the pitching. What are they going to get?
I think with Aiden Sims, we're getting a good pitcher who potentially could be great at some point. He was great last Friday. Last Friday game too, the doubleheader, and
which was
there's greatness signals. I like it more than once, right? But just still, I don't want to dub it after one game, but man, he's looked good in his first year.
Yeah, and Aiden Sims has been fantastic. The guy's 6-0. You can't get a whole lot better than that. He's with sub 3.4 ERA. So, and he's done it, over and over and over again. Gavin Lyons, he's looked pretty good at times, right?
And not at times.
And not at times.
He's a consistency thing because you see it, and you don't. Just consistency.
Yep, exactly right. So I just don't know what to expect. Certainly don't know what to expect with Sadeo and Weston Moss. I don't know. I would not be opposed if they did something kind of crazy and had an opener come in instead of starting Sadeo. Maybe put Josh Stewart out there and throw him for the first 2 innings and see what happens there.
Well, you got the mental Sadeo. You don't know if he can do it. You keep you. People keep saying, "Hey, how about an opener?" You don't know if that works for him.
Well, you're exactly right. But I know that he's given up I don't know how many, but it seems like a ton of 2-strike home runs. It just seems like, oh, come on, man. waste one. And it seems like everything that he throws, 2 strikes seems really straight. It's just like you can't throw him something that good with an 0-2 count.
Got a text message from the Texas Mobile and Lube Express inbox. Texas Mobile and Lube Express, owned by Gabriel Garcia. Vinny in LaGrange says, I was at the 89 doubleheader. I've shown my kids the video where you can see me.
That's awesome.
That is really awesome.
My wife was there. I didn't know her at the time, but yeah, my wife was there.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. She was still a student here, and who knows, if I'd come over from Huntsville, maybe I'd have met her years earlier.
She'd have been excited. That was a great day.
That was a very good day.
You'd have met her at the game. She'd have been fired up. I could tell you that.
We met after the Texas Tech football game in 1992. A&M won on the last play of the game, but that was even more exciting to beat Texas twice. And so, yeah, who knows? Yeah,
she was fired up. She'd have been beside the point. She was thinking of the game. See, you met her at the perfect time, obviously.
Yeah, I did, because she had a boyfriend in '89, and so it might not have worked.
Boo.
Yeah, boo.
Back to this weekend, and the whole slosh element to this, I kind of laugh. Even if A&M sweeps them, he's going to be a villain for his entire time there. I don't think it matters. Even if they sweep him the next time and the next time and the next time he comes here, I don't know if this is the kind of hurt that goes away for some people.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of moved on from it. I mean, it really stung at the time, driving back from Omaha. I was like, my wife was telling me that on social media, they're going, do you think Schloss is really taking the job at Texas? And I was like, there's no way. Did you hear him last night? He left his family to come to A&M.
Yeah.
So, it stung at the time, but I'm kind of over it. And it's so, I mean, baseball is so different. You can't play with that kind of emotion in baseball. You're like, I'm going to get back at you. It's not like football where you can take somebody's head off, right? And just, first play of the game, you've got this intensity going, and you're just going to smash somebody. You go up to the plate trying to do that, and you're going to ground out. I mean, you're going to pull ball straight to the shortstop or roll one to second base because you're trying too hard. Pitchers are too smart. They know how to get to you. So you've got to have more of the golf mentality as a player. Now, the fans, they can get as riled up as they want. But with the players, I think it's just baseball, right? I mean, a lot of these guys weren't on the team when Schloss was here. I mean, so it's like Terrence Keel wasn't a part of that team. I mean, Hakopian wasn't a part of that team. Jake Dewar wasn't a part of that team.
All true. Aiden Sim, not
a
part.
Aiden Sims. And so a lot of these guys, they don't have this huge disdain or feeling of betrayal that, he left us for another school. So I think it's just baseball.
That's how baseball go.
For the players, for sure. I know it means a lot more to the fans, and I see the ticket prices, but once the game starts, it's just about baseball and making good decisions. And we've seen Schloss be as much as I can't stand him, he's one heck of a baseball coach. I really kind of admire a lot of the moves he does. He doesn't wait. If he sees a pitcher struggling, it doesn't matter. He's not going to wait to finish the count. He's going to go get him. And so there's a lot of little things he does, decisions he's made that are really good baseball decisions. And so it's, early is, he's got to prove himself because I don't feel like he really has had a chance to truly prove himself yet. We still don't know. I mean, they're 5-1 against two really bad teams, and I don't think Vanderbilt's a bad team, but they're a bottom of the SEC team, and they've lost 2 or 3 to the two really good teams that they've played in the SEC. So I like them being 7-5. I like the momentum, but we still got a long way to go to figure out who this team is, right?
You talk about good decisions. Remember this, and I'll leave you with this. No good decision was ever made in a clandestine meeting outside a graveyard ever.
No. And that decision was already made. I mean, I've heard the inner workings of this, and it's just enough to make you, sick to your stomach. Because, I mean, the fact is, he didn't even tell guys, long-time guys that associated with the program, didn't even tell them. And that's just, my sister is a TCU grad, and I remember when Annam hired Schloss, and I asked her what she thought. And she said, well, he's an excellent baseball coach, gone to Omaha a lot. He's quite the slime bag. So I called her immediately on the way home from Omaha when that news broke. I was like, you nailed it, slime bag.
You told me. Hey, have an amazing TU series. Can't wait to visit with you next Thursday. Be awesome, brother.
See you, buddy.
Later. Rusty Burson, Aggie historian and author on the D4 Land Services Hotline. If you ever need forestry, mulching, pond construction, a metal building, check out d4landservices.com. If you need help with your land, check out d4landservices.com. I'll be back. This is the Louie Bellina Show, Thursday, presented by CC Electric on The Zone.
For the complete contest and prize rules for 1150 AM and 93.7 FM, visit zone1150.com.
No. Come get it.
MTV Times, that's what that was. Welcome back, Louie Bellina Show, presented by CC Electric, built on faith, family, and community. Now, still to come, we only got 20 minutes left, but 1:50, end of the hour, maybe it's 1:55, the ticket booth will open again, thanks to Dixie Tire Company. Dixie Tire Company, serving BCS 37 years now. They're located at 301 West William Joel Bryant Parkway in historic downtown Bryan. Open Monday through Friday till 6, Saturday till 1. That's Dixie Tire Company. I have something for you. Hadn't mentioned it, but I got a surprise listening. Gavin Grahovac, A&M baseball. It's TU weekend. I can't get enough Aggie baseball, and neither can you. Here's Gavin Grahovac a listening.
Gavin, is this one that's, I know you look each game one at a time, but is this one that's kind of been hard to not know was coming down the pipe a little bit?
Rivalry weekend. I think we're all excited about it. It's going to be a fun weekend. Fans are going to show up. It's going to be a crazy environment, so I'm excited for what's to come.
What is, I know you're one of the few on the team left that has a relationship with that staff. What is that like, seeing them again and seeing them here on this field in the other dugout?
It's part of baseball, man. It's part of the business side of it. Whatever happened. At the end of the day, we got to go out there and play our game on the field. We're trying to win ball games. They are too. At the end of the day, it's all worth the respect. We're all on the same field, so we got to go play our game.
Over your time here, being from California, what have you learned about this rivalry? Being in the game when you were a freshman, and then being in that environment last year in Austin.
It's a fun one. It's one of the biggest ones in all of college sports. It's been fun, man. I think now it's just, there might be something else on the line, but for whatever that is, it's going to be a fun weekend. I've only heard amazing things for what's to come from the environment, the people that are showing up. I'm excited. This rivalry is going to be fun.
What do you know about their pitching staff and just kind of what y'all might face in them this weekend?
Yeah, obviously pretty good staff. Coach Wiener does a good job with his pitchers. So at the end of the day, they got to throw the ball in the strike zone. We got to do our best to get hits and score runs, produce what we can. But yeah, like I said, they got to fill it up. We got to get hits. It's just another game for us.
What you've seen from – go ahead, Richard.
Well, you've been getting hits and producing pretty consistently, so what has allowed you to be so consistently solid each night?
I think it's just the mentality right now. Just going out there, trusting my process, what I've been doing every single day in the cages, behind closed doors, nobody's watching, just go out there and take that on the field. So.
Does the baseball still look like a bowling ball?
Yeah. No, I've been seeing it well, man. The biggest thing for me is swinging at the strikes and taking the balls, and as long as I can stay consistent with that, it's gonna be pretty solid.
Do you expect this weekend? You mentioned a little bit. You expect this to be one of the most electric environments you've played in?
From what I'm understanding, it seems to be that way. Yeah, I'm excited for what's to be here. From my understanding, it's sold out all 3 days, but no, man, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for our fans to show up. Excited to see what's coming.
To that point, how much do you feed off of that, and how much of that is just for fans and for fodder? Do you actually kind of vibe off of that energy in a game?
Oh yeah, our 12th man's, there's nothing like it. We definitely feed off the 12th man. The energy they bring, we can play with it on the field, especially in close games. They're a big part of it. They play a big role in all of our games.
What are maybe some of the most crazy atmospheres or environments that you've played in so far in your time in college?
Definitely the regional my freshman year and the super regional. Those are definitely, and then Omaha, of course. But I would say those 3 series were definitely the craziest I've played in. Definitely the most fun too. Like there's nothing like those times. So from what I understand, we could get that feeling again this weekend.
How much did playing last year over there give a lot of guys a taste for the rivalry and what just kind of the on the field stakes are going to be?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I wasn't playing, so that it sucked. It sucked in that aspect, but everyone gets it. Like, you come here knowing who the rivalry is, you know what's to come, and obviously now with them being the SEC, it happens every year. So everyone's excited, man. There's nothing more to it than just a rivalry weekend, and we got to go out there and win ball games because at the end of the day, you got to win to make it later in the year.
Quite a few newcomers, whether it be transfer or freshmen, that haven't played in an environment like that. So as a leader, what have the conversations been like to prepare them for what they're stepping into on Friday?
To be honest with you, we haven't made it that big of a deal. Like, we've had good crowds, we've had good environments. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit different, but we got to go out there and still play. Like, we got to have fun. We got to play our brand of baseball, our Aggie brand of baseball. We got to score runs. We got to throw strikes on the mound. We got to play defense. We got to play every asset of baseball the right way.
I know fans are probably excited for them to return and just the anticipation of that. I'm just curious, did last year allow maybe some of the players and the coaches to get some closure and just some of the changes that came with the coaching change a couple years ago?
I guess you'd say that. Yeah, I don't really know how to answer that, I guess, in a way. At the end of the day, it's baseball, man. It's the business side of it. We get it. It's part of it. We still got to go play the game of baseball. It's not about the coaches. It's not about anything else. It's about those 9 guys on each team that go out there and play every day, and the guys that are in this dugout supporting the teammates. So everyone's got to be ready to play. We got to be ready to go out and try our best to win a ball game.
Is it going to be weird at all to see Schloss? I mean, I know you saw him last year, but just see him on the other side, over there.
No. Again, it's not about them. It's not about anyone else than the players on the field and the guys that are in this facility. So for me, at the end of the day, it's just another ball game.
You mentioned disappointment of not being able to participate in the series last year. Is it? Are you excited for a guy like Travis to get to see this environment, who had to go away for a year and then came back and get to be a part of this series?
Yeah, I mean, he obviously he was part of the 2 big ones or 3 big ones I talked about our freshman year, so he understands the environment. But yeah, I'm excited for all these guys to experience it. I think that's the fun part about college baseball, man. Like, college baseball is a continually growing game, and obviously this is a big rivalry, so everyone's going to have fun. We're going to do our thing. Fans are going to show up. They're going to bring the energy. It's going to be some fun baseball.
As some of the pitchers try to improve their game, just how have you, maybe as a team leader, tried to encourage them through some tough outings that they might have had?
I wouldn't say I've directly encouraged anyone. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a team game. So what they do on the mound reflects on how we do as an offense. I mean, the biggest thing for us is staying together. No one can push against each other. No one can fight against each other. Like, we stay together as a team. That's the way you got to do it. I think that's the biggest message that I've had so far for the year for our team. But our pitchers they're doing good, man. They work hard. I'm proud of them every single time they walk out on the mound and do their thing. So as long as we continue to hold our confidence out there, we're going to be just fine.
You talked about your individual success, but just what have you seen from the order 1 through 9 where the team collectively has continued to produce at a high level?
Yeah, they've been relentless, man. Relentless. We've done a good job moving the baseball. We've done a good job scoring runs when we needed to. Obviously not every time it's going to work out, but I think 1 through 9 we've done a great job moving the ball. 2 strikes, we've been relentless. Guys have been running the bases well. We've been doing everything well on the offensive side. So as long as we can keep that going, we're going to be in a good spot.
TK's a guy that maybe he's had some limited playing opportunities lately, but it seems like he's one of the first out of the dugout when something big happens. I'm
Absolutely.
just curious what you've seen from him, that maybe if he's not playing as much, he's still able to bring the energy.
He's been a phenomenal teammate, man. TK's always been that guy. He's the first guy out of the dugout, first guy to cheer you on, but he's also the first guy ready to get out on the field. So TK's been phenomenal. He's ready every single day to step on the field whenever his name's called. And so is every other guy, no matter who it is. So guys have done a great job. Everyone knows things can change very quickly. So everyone's got to be ready to play.
In radio, that whole silence thing, it's just not as popular as some kids make it out to be. The Louie Bellina Show. Hope you enjoyed that bonus listening. Gavin Grahovac was with Michael Early, and Jake Dewar was there too. Aggie Baseball, they're listening yesterday in advance of the TU series this weekend. Aggies have won the last 2 SEC series, continued the momentum. The Texas State Tuesday, I don't want to downplay it. It would have been nice to just keep the Mo going, but if you take 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3 from Texas, it's from the true nobody will remember and nobody cares. But even if you lose the series, it's a 1-3 week. It will matter. It just, this weekend determines what Tuesday truly did met. Before we take a timeout, I got to share a text message with you. It's from Nick, class of 23, who said, my dad was at the 89 series against Texas. He's shown my siblings and I a video where you can see him in modern day Section 203. That's awesome. Not going to lie. That's not just awesome. That's really, 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 really cool. So thanks for texting, Nick. That's a good story. 979-693-1150. 979-693-1150. You can text. I'll see what's up inside the Texas Mobile and Loop Express inbox. Texas Mobile and Loop Express, owned by Gabriel Garcia. When we return, ticket booth open. Couple of other things I want to share with you, but we got to say bye, man. We're almost done with the Louis Bellina Show Thursday edition on The Zone.
The Louis Bellina Show from inside the Charles Schwab studio. Woo! Fun is allowed and sports are fun. Weekdays 11 to 2 on The Zone.
I'll leave you with this. Back in the day on April 9th, because today was a great day. 161 years ago, in 1865, the Civil War ended. That's not what makes me sad. It wasn't the back on the day. There's a couple other things I was looking at. But 161 years ago, in 1865, on April 9th, the Civil War ended. In 1965, 61 years ago, this is the one that's the highlight for me. The Astrodome opened. It was an exhibition game between the Astros and the Yankees. Mickey Mantle hit the first home run in Astrodome history. 47 years ago, on April 9th, that's 1979, 51st Academy Awards, Christopher Walken won Best Supporting Actor for The Deer Hunter. 29 years ago, in 1997, and if you know it, that last music you heard coming back from commercial, that was Soundgarden. So 29 years ago in 1997, Soundgarden broke up. 1997, 29 years ago. Soundgarden broke up. They reformed in 2010. Chris Cornell passed away in 2017. I first saw Soundgarden open up for Guns N' Roses in 1987. I saw them in a small club in Houston. I saw them at Lollapalooza when they were the Pearl Jam Soundgarden card with Ice Cube. I love Soundgarden. 17 years ago, in the year 2009, Parks and Rec premiered on NBC, and I was a Parks and Rec guy. Hardcore, big time, love, love, love. I'm done. I'm out of here. Be amazing. Meet me back here at 11 tomorrow. We'll have some more fun. We can get the TU hate out. Healthy hate only on the Louis Bellina Show. Peace.